Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com and had some computer issues. Not sure what the heck the problem is, so I wasn't able to do a video for you yesterday. Sorry about that. But nothing changed. Just like I said in my weekend video, I thought was just going to chop around all week. So far we've done that. It went down yesterday and up today. So tomorrow, it's pointing up. We're at a point where we're going to break out either to the upside or to the downside. And if you call this a wave up, then maybe this is our little wave B down. I don't know. It's the volume is so light right now that anything is possible. Um, you know, Looking here at the VIX, I mean the VIX here's outside the Bollinger Band, sorry, and it came back a little bit. So the VIX is up, yet the market is up. So that's not a good sign. We're fixing to get a move here soon. On Cobra's chart, and that's where I'm at right now, you can go and read one of his previous posts that said, let's see, he said that there was some big institutions that were picking up a lot of puts, and index put call ratio was really high here, which he thought was really strange, out of the norm. So that's a sign. I mean, does that mean that we're going to have this selling? I don't know. Again, we got a turn date on the 12th. That's Sunday. So it could be plus or minus a day or two. So it could happen on Friday. We could have a big sell-off, or not. It could be next week. And it doesn't have to be a sell-off. It's just a turn, okay? So, we don't know exactly which direction it's going to go. Here, Cobra just posted this, and you can see that they are accumulating. Of course, that was that move up from Friday, last Friday, and I think it was Friday. So, they are in accumulation mode right now. And you do remember about 2 weeks ago when Ben Bernanke said he's going to do whatever it takes. So obviously turn the printing press back on and put more money into the system. So, unless this market just rolls over and goes down to that fake print of 105.39, which it's going to get there at some point. We just don't know when. It's really in no man's land right now. This just churn, 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 as I thought it would do so. Of course, the week's not over. It could fall off a cliff Friday or something, but I just don't think that they're going to do that. I think that they're going to keep churning it. This big move up here, then they're just not going to fall over that quickly. Same thing here. Now it looks like we're ready to rally as the 60-minute went down and reset itself and is now going back up. Is it going to turn here or maybe go back down a little bit and then put in a positive divergence and then go back up? So, there's really not a lot to be said. We're going up, chopping, as I thought we would, until this thing gets ready to roll over. And it's coming. It's coming. They're going to fool a lot of people with the move. And I honestly do not know which direction it's going to go. There's a lot of people out there bearish, a lot of people out there bullish. And they scared a lot of bears here with this move here and just wiped out a lot of people that got short here and just got wiped out. So, it churned here and reversed up. So now it's churning here. Is it going to reverse down or is it going to continue up? It's really a tough call. Tomorrow's the 9th. That starts the Legata's pilgrimage. So are they going to cash all their checks here at this point, basically funnel all their money through their secret bank accounts and get the money out of the country, and then are they going to sell it off and drop it to that 8,300 print? Or are they going to run with stimulus package 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, again, and under some other name, and just run up the market and take out this 1130 and go on up, to a higher point? How high? I don't know. I really don't. We're in no man's land. The weekly charts are putting in a positive divergence, pushing up. And I was saying back here when we were doing this, I thought we would put in several weeks like this of positive um, towers before we rolled over, and we still might do it. So we are hitting this cross here, and of the moving averages, they are crossing over. So on a weekly basis, on a technical basis, we should sell off next week. We really should, simply because of this cross. This week should end about where it's at in no man's land. Let me refresh that. Well, no, it's still the same. Okay. So you can't even see this week, I guess. I don't think, yeah. No, that's not this week. Okay, well, this chart must not be updated, which is strange because that was last week. So, but we're basically right here in this range right here, and there's just no bar there. It's missing. So that stock chart's it's missing. So are they going to pump up past it and break out of this channel and keep on going? If so, this is certainly looking bullish. I mean, it is. This is curling up. This is working its way up pretty quick. I just can't really call it right now. I mean, they have got it to where you see bearishness and bullishness. On the bearishness sides, well, this is a ton of resistance. Not only is this channel resistance, but this here def crosses resistance, plus the fact that we're going back down here to below zero on the rate of change, and here we're curling back on the 50, looking down, but here we got positive divergence looking up. So it's very deceiving here. And here we're doing the same thing, chop, chop, chop. We're up right now for the month of September, but this could fall off a cliff, or it could turn and rally back. So if we go back and look at some of the other months that has done similar things like this, we see here, we see 1, 2, we see a wild swing on that month there. Went up, down, and closed neutral right in the middle. Just dead center right there, basically where it opened. And then that month went up. That'd be 2 months. And then the following month just fell off a cliff, 2 in a row. Okay, well, here we went down to, we went up, then we went down, and now we're in the 3rd month. So you got to wonder, is this thing going to break out and push on up at the end of this month, or are we going to fall down afterwards? This is certainly going down here, but it is curling up here. It could curl up and then roll back over. So it's certainly losing strength on the histogram tower bars. It's losing its momentum, but it's a tough one to call. Just looking at this, that's down, sideways consolidation. That's a bear flag, but I don't know how good they play out on the monthly. It's a different ball game there. But that would imply that the month of October is going to be a big sell-off, meaning that this month could kind of just close, flat or up a little or down a little, either way, and then fall off a cliff in a move like this or this in October. And with the election coming up, I just find it hard to believe that they're going to let that happen in an election year. Here we had an election year for 2000, and the market was in an upturn. And after 2001, it fell off a cliff. And then we had another election in 2004. It rallied up. Which would have actually been late 2003. It rallied up. Okay, so 2008 was the last election, and for that, it fell off a cliff. So it's just really, I guess it's really not saying a lot. I mean, you had, I guess, no, it was actually 2007. Let me get that right. So Anyway, I can't really make out anything with that. It's just right now, this thing could break either way, folks. I mean, all I can see for this week is just churn, and then a move, either coming over the weekend with that 12th, or the day after, like on a Monday, or the day before. There's no direction here at all. Just a bunch of churn. Tomorrow, we very well could go up here and rally and break above this. I mean, I see bullishness. I see bearishness. I can't give you a direction. It's just Chop City. So, we go back here to the Spiral Guys chart again. And again, it shows right there. That's the 12th. That's our big turn date. So, is it going to turn up and rally and fool everybody, or is it going to go down? I just can't answer that. So we're going to go to look at some other things, like Benjamin Fulford here. I want you to go here and read this. This is very interesting here. Now, I haven't read this one, the $1 trillion. Okay, this must be a new one, September 6th. Okay, I read the other one right here. His time periods are not always right, folks. So he is someone on the inside and knows some of the things that are going to happen, but you can't just set a deadline with him. He tries, but they seem to come to fruition. True. Sorry, I'm tongue twisted. I'm frustrated with this stupid computer. I finally got it working, reinstalled it in another hard drive, and I still have all my old files, but I'm going to be spending weeks and weeks reinstalling everything. So I never lost anything, but it's just puzzling me why I can't get this thing working on the current hard drive. So anyway, I was able to get this working, but he clearly talks about their plan is to launch the Amero to try to get rid of this debt. They're going to default. The plan is to default on the international debt. The plan is for the United States to default on the international debt before September 31st. Now, obviously, that's going to cause a big sell-off in the market. So, if that happens before September 31st, I don't know. There's just something out there in the making, and I don't know what it is. You can look at Reinhardt's site, and he seems to think and hope he's doing much better. He was in an accident, in case you guys didn't know. I don't know what the details of it was, but he seems to think that there'll be possibly another stimulus plan third week. There we go. So what's coming the third week of September? More stimulus? Question. Don't know. I don't know the answer, whether or not it is or it's going to have that or not. I think he doesn't know either. There's a lot of people being kept out of the loop here, but you can certainly go and read his stuff. So as far as the charts are concerned, there's bullishness, there's bearishness in the charts. You can see a lot of different things. For the most part, I see more bullishness than anything, simply because the light volume, the stimulus money that's in there, pretty much as long as they've got the printing press running and printing more money, there's nothing to stop them from keep pushing this up. They're calling their buddies over at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and saying, okay, guys, we're going to run it up to such and such price, so don't sell. Well, if they're not selling and they're the big institutions, who's left to sell? The little guy certainly can't push it down, not when you're fighting the federal government with trillions of dollars. And we're going into this election for the House and Senate seats in November. So that makes you wonder: are we going to try to push this thing up? I mean, so I don't know. I just have to admit I'm clueless at this point. All I can say is I see chopping the rest of the week, and then we'll just reevaluate it for next week as to what the charts say. But I just want to throw this one video update up there because I hadn't done a post in a while. So anyway, gang, I guess that's about it. I'll wrap it up, and good luck to everyone who is long or short the market. See you guys tomorrow.